Greetings and salutations, loyal crew. My name is Skipper the 14th, and welcome back to another episode of the Test of Time Metaseries. In the last episode, we kind of kept our momentum going. We took out both the Maori and Australia in a pretty easy war. Neither of them really put up quite as much of a fight as the Mapuche did. Partly because they don't have that insane plus 10 combat strength that the Mapuche do towards people who are in a golden age, but also because we have gotten to the point where we far outstripped them, technologically speaking. And in this episode, rather than move west towards Portugal, even though they're closer by land, they are on the other side of a vast mountain range that has quite a few one-tile wide checkpoints. Like here's kind of would be like the best place to go through because it's 2 tiles wide here. But we've got let me just show you. We've got one tile choke point there, one there, another one here, one here, one here, and we can't go down here, so yeah, all of the rest of these tiles are impassable mountain tiles, so it's just like, it would be a nightmare to get through them by going west. So what we're going to do instead, let me just delete all these because they're no longer relevant, is we're going to go east across the ocean and attack Germany instead. Now that, if you say it like that, it sounds a lot less practical, but think about it this way. If we're going this way, we're fighting through mountains, we're fighting through hills and rivers and forests. You know, our units are probably moving like 1 tile per turn. They're in a huge conga line. They can just get picked off one by one. Whereas over here, we're sailing across open ocean. We're not only are we going to be able to go faster over open ocean than we would over like flat land, but there aren't any mountains or forests or hills on the open ocean to slow us down. And we can kind of have our force arrive in a huge wave the way we want it. So before we do that though, I am going to let my troops heal up a little bit. Some of these guys are a little damaged from all of our previous conflicts, and also they could use some upgrades, and I might make a few more units as well. We have a very strong army. We don't necessarily have a very big one. And having having some more boots on the ground might prove useful, especially considering Germany has a rather large empire. It might be nice to kind of split up the forces into 2 groups and have them and kind of spread out our force. So yeah, and also I'd be prudent to kind of wait out any war weariness we still have from all the wars we just did. So, all that to say, we're not launching our invasion right away. We're gonna hold off for a little bit. Biplanes. I'll probably build an aircraft carrier once we get the tech for that. We can probably just pivot directly into that tech. Yeah, there's nothing else that really screams out to me as strictly necessary, so build an aircraft carrier, get some fighters, and well, upgrade these 2 into fighters, and then maybe get some bombers. There's capitalism, nuclear program. That'll be helpful, I think. I'd say let's move the general from here to here so that these units can heal up faster, but I think by the time this guy moves over here and gets up, these guys will all be fully healed anyway. And there's composites, because we have 3 tanks. I think you still apply, because tanks are modern era. And not like atomic era, I think. Let me look. Yes, tanks are modern era. You need to make railroads everywhere for sake of troop movement. I'm probably gonna need some more oil. Yeah, I'm already running low on oil. Or running a deficit of oil, probably should say. Do I have I do. Alright. Yeah. Swap those 2 out. I don't think we need the extra combat boost that badly. I'll get us some more oil. I think 3 more, because we have 3 sources of oil that we have improved. Alright, combined arms. Unlock carriers. And destroyers, I think, are also in that tech. Maybe prudent to build a few more aerodromes, so we have more places to build planes from. Gotta upgrade our units. Right, I was gonna check which cities have archaeological museums. We got 5 of them already. Yeah. Actually 6. There's 7. We have 7 archaeological museums. We have 4 of them that are open. So Buda, Canberra, Nagmapu, and Gulumapu. So these 2 cities. You build me an archaeologist. And you as well when you're done fixing the commercial hub. And we had 1 in Buda, I believe. Yes. When was the last one? It's Canberra. Actually, might just want to buy that one because Canberra doesn't have a lot of production. Unfortunately. Oh. Someone built something. Potala Palace. Oh, we'll be stealing that soon enough. Okay, nuclear program. I guess I have to go space race eventually. Might as well just pick that. Synthetic materials. Oh, Stadio Demarcana would be amazing. It's +2 amenities in every single city, as well as +2 culture in every single city. That's not just like every city in range like it is with the Colosseum. That's every city full stop gets that bonus. Brisbane. What a harbor. Get some more trade route capacity up and running. Oh yeah, we should definitely get plastics for these 2 sources of oil that are in lakes up here. And any other we pick up along the way that are in water on the coast and whatnot. Can't support too many more oil-based units, but oh, we also got a few sources of uranium to improve, 2 of which are under districts, one of which would break up a farm triangle, which I don't want. Yes, let's hold on. Let's upgrade this fighter as well. One of these cities is gonna have to build the aircraft carrier. Let's put them in a couple cities so we have a few of them. I don't think I need anything. I think that our policies are good as they are. Here's our first carrier. We can rebase these fighters to it. Fighters aren't great for land combat, but they're better than nothing. You can make them work. Kafia, I believe is how the city's pronounced. Might not be exactly like that, but it's something like that. Buy the archaeologist here, because Canberra really does not have a lot of production. If I've not belabored that point enough. Yeah, this guy can move. This guy I have to wait till next turn to upgrade him. In terms of making some more units, like I said I was going to do, like 10 minutes ago, I think what I should do is make some anti-tank crews, because those don't require any strategic resources to build, like infantry and artillery and tanks do. And maybe some machine guns as well. Let's see, where are they? Anti-tank crews. Yep. Recruit them here in the former Maori capital, because not only is the general station here, but it also has a encampment with a military academy, so we can recruit armies directly. Also, can recruit 2 units per turn, because one unit appears in the encampment, and the other one appears in the city center. Is there anything we really want to do here? Actually, yeah, diplomatic visibility would be good, because having some diplomatic visibility, more diplomatic visibility over your opponent than they have over you, gives you a combat boost. And that is kind of Mongolia's whole shtick. We'll dive more into that when we get around to playing them. It was the inspiration for, I think, the corporate libertarianism. I think this is the military, kind of like the military-based final government, so we'll probably want that. Go for that. Get some more luxuries to increase our amenities. So those have basically been a problem since turn 1 in this game. Well, not turn 1, since War 1. I think a lot of cities like this makes it tough to manage amenities. So there are a lot more cities that, and each source can only cover so many cities. Okay. Southern cult. Is that... Yeah, so that's Germany's religion. So they are going to get a +10 combat bonus against us now, because of that resolution. But we'll see how much it ends up mattering. I was saying last episode we're not going to run into Germany's unique unit, but we very well might. Depends on how far in the tech tree they are when we get to them, but it is possible that we run into a few of them while moving our troops over the ocean. But that said, the AI doesn't really tend to build a lot of naval units in general, as we saw with the England game, so we'll just have to see. I also wanted to upgrade this guy. Doing artillery. Can I get a... I can... Alright. Some more sources of oil to fuel our ever-growing army. Our navy, if we invest at all in a navy, which probably won't, but might build a few units to cover up, advance over the ocean. Our navy will also need oil. Yeah, I think we're still good in terms of policies. Let's go for satellites, get some mechanized infantry. These southern cities connected by railroads. Doesn't look like there's a industrial zone to service some of these cities around here, like with power and such. Great Admiral. Don't think she'll boost any of the Navy units we'll be fielding. I think she's a little far in the past for that. Let's check what she... Industrial Modern Era Naval Units. I think that applies to... It does not apply to destroyers or aircraft carriers, but it would to battleships and submarines, so I think I'll just use her to promote one of these aircraft carriers. Because aircraft carriers in this game don't get much experience, because they don't do any direct fighting. They just carry ships. Carry planes, excuse me. They are ships. They don't carry more ships. Let's build... Oh, this... See, does not have a lot of production. Building stuff. Did not pick a great city to put aerodrome in. Jeddah has the most production. Okay. Maybe we'll just forego bomber escort. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking how long it might take to get some bombers built. So we first have to build an aerodrome in order to build them, and we can't buy planes with faith, because we can only buy land units with faith thanks to the Grandmaster's arsenal. Thankfully, I don't think the carriers use oil for some reason. Build spaceports if we need to. I don't think we need to. Or Susan or pretty much every city-state except for Mogadishu here. Impressive. Probably because we wiped out all of our competition. I think I'll save up some gold and just buy the bombers when that aerodrome is finished. I don't want to wait like 10 more turns to crank out 2 more bombers. Crank out 2 bombers. See if I remember to save my money for that long. It is only 4 turns, but you'd be surprised how quickly I forget to do something. I'm trying to pick artifacts that did not come from my civ, because it's easy to find artifacts that come from your own civ. I think we can get another... I mean, theming these doesn't really matter too much, it's just something to do. These guys are kind of far away. We might be able to get away with moving these guys out now while we wait for the aerodrome to finish. I also said I was going to build up some more units, but I totally didn't. Let's get some machine guns, because again, those don't require any oil. Like pretty much everything else does at this point in the game. Just trying to find artifact spots that might be intrusive or obtrusive, whatever the word is. Might interfere with the development of our land. Because you can't build tile improvements on tiles with antiquity sites. Like, so many different games I play have, like, an archaeology mechanic, and they all use a different name for the spots where you can do a dig. So it's hard to keep them all straight. Thankfully, I didn't have any districts on that, just some tile improvements, so... Damn, there it is, yeah. Just go ahead and build that. Actually, build a builder before the dam so we can fix all these improvements that got damaged. So many great people, because we have so many cities. I don't know why all the great people are showing up in Pest. Like, I don't know what determines where great people, like what city they show up in when you recruit them. For some reason, they're all congregating in Pest. Again, I don't know why. I don't know what determines that. Builder in here, try to get some more food in this city. I definitely built too many carriers because I did not think of how hard it was going to be to get the planes to staff those carriers. Trying to keep them all in a tight grouping, because that's what our strategy has been about thus far. Is taking advantage of our flanking bonus ability. Solar farms might be good. Get some extra power to some of these cities. I think our cities are kind of set with electricity. We just need amenities. These two carriers I'll keep close to shore so that I can actually move planes onto them. These planes have a limited range that they can move through. Audio is definitely going to help our amenity problems. Also give us quite a lot of science. How many culture, excuse me, how many cities? 27. So that's, I think, like 6 culture per city. So that's gonna be like a lot of culture. There we go. Yeah, look at that. We got to 1,000. We were at, I think, like 800 something before. Let's continue with 2 arms as our dedication. Yeah, just go for the meme and get some giant death robots. We do have a fair amount of uranium. How the heck of it? Eiffel Tower. I don't know why I said it like that. That was weird. Oxford University. Just throw down some wonders, keep those cities busy. Wonder if we'll even finish the game before, if they'll even finish the wonder before we finish the game. I guess we'll find out. I'll keep these guys close to Germany's border, but I'm not going to actually strike until our Air Force is done being built. Also funny that our actual warships are slower than our troop transport ships. I don't know how true that is to reality. Perhaps that's realistic. Perhaps the big honking ship with the big honking guns is a little slower than the ship that just has a bunch of dudes sitting in it. Doesn't need to lug around a whole lot of armor and giant shells and such. I want that bomber this turn, so I can't move it onto the carrier yet. Actually, I'm gonna move that bomber onto that carrier, so I can then move this guy there and then have that guy. Alright, there's corporate libertarianism, which is the final government. Yeah. Keep in our Italian Fez Club legacy. I think I have a card for producing air units, do I? Oh yeah, 50% protection towards all air units and carriers. Stay at 1 tile away from their borders, because I think that's enough for them not to call me out on it. I think. We'll see. The carrier, please, not the fighter on board. Let's take this bomber, put him onto that carrier, and have this carrier start moving towards the front. Definitely not towards the back. Yeah, it did significantly improve our airplane production. That card. Shush. All the denouncements are running out, so now they're all renewing them. for letting me know I've been a bad boy. I think I'm gonna have to buy one more. Yes. Alright. Then with the 2 that are in production, that'll be enough to staff this carrier. And we can have ourselves a time. Yep. You all just chill. Let's get a harbor in here and improve some of these water tiles. So the city has some more food to work with. We're almost there, guys. I know you're all probably sick of watching me manage some of these cities, but I wanted to be prepared. I think that will be a good one to get. +1 movement starting in enemy territory. Cairo and Aleppo don't have any electricity, so they'll need an industrial zone. Yeah. We do want, probably do want a few airports, expensive as they are, just because then we could, in theory, build one over in Germany's territory and ferry units over that way. You know, he doesn't have all his planes yet, he'll still be close enough to Aleppo when it finishes its bomber. Yes, yes, yes. I'm well aware you all hate me, and that you all have very good reason to hate me. Just get all the rest of the civics while we're at it. Manhattan Project, I guess. Not much else to do in that city. Yeah, now most of our cities are ecstatic, which is great, because that means they'll be more productive. And also won't openly revolt, which, given the Mapuche War, might arguably be more important. Could do is... yeah, I could get a naturalist in here, get like a national park there. Not for the tourism, but for the amenities. I think a city gets +1 or 2 amenities for having a national park in its borders. Something like that. It should probably be more than enough, but... again, I'd rather be over-prepared than under-prepared. Let's slot in integrated attack force. That'll also give us more production towards GDRs when we eventually get them. Which I think we did. Yeah, I think we unlocked GDRs already. Let's spy on the Netherlands too, while we're doing some spying. Can indeed make a national park here. Also, national parks give you air score when you create them as well. I think our excuse me, I think our embarked troops are also moving faster because of the great generals that are escorting them. Because I think that movement bonus applies over water as well as someone built Oxford. Doesn't tell me who. I guess we haven't revealed the tile yet. Not like we really needed it. Let's do Bolshoi instead then, on the same spot. Another random thought I just had is, when Civ 7 releases in a few months, it's in February, I think. I don't think I'm going to include it in the Test of Time just because of how it works. Because for those who somehow don't know yet, Civ 7 is going for kind of a humankind approach, where you play as a different Civ each era. So and there are 3 big eras. There's the Antiquity, the Exploration, and the Modern. So like in the Antiquity age, you could be like Rome or Nubia or Moria, India. But in the Exploration age, you could be Spain or Normans, or, you know. But like, you can't play as Spain in the Antiquity age because, you know, you can't like start a game of Spain. You have to start as someone else and then play as Spain. So it's like, yeah. So, I mean, I suppose I could do a thing where I, you know, kind of have multiple civs represented in one game, but I kind of feel like that's against the spirit of the series, if that makes any sense. If it doesn't, too bad. It's my decision, I'm sticking with it. Just gotta wait for that last aircraft carrier to get to the rest of the blob, and then I think the turn after that will launch the invasion. That's probably gonna wreck a lot of our fishing boats that I just built. Okay, so I can hit Aachen from here, so yeah, I think it is time to Golden Age War. Let's actually use that. Yeah, be quiet. Alright. You have You have lived more than enough. With your penchant for destroying my city-state friends. Let's get that encampment destroyed so that it doesn't hamper our... Alright. That's that. And now we can bombard Aachen itself. It's a huge cliff line here. That'll make getting up on the land difficult. Thankfully, I think a lot of these guys have commandos so they can climb over cliffs. Oh, for crying out loud. I hate that. That, like, game often lies to you about pathfinding. Especially in regards to embarking and disembarking. Yeah, we have to... That cliff wall goes pretty far south, so we're actually gonna have to kind of pivot up north. I wish I had noticed that before now, because only our infantry units can climb it, and they've already disembarked, so... An exciting first turn to the war, but we'll wait till we have a city to rebase you to before we move you over. Oh, they were allied to Netherlands. I didn't notice that either. Alright, so now we've unlocked robotics. So now we can build giant arthrobots if we so choose. I may or may not. I don't know. Yeah, now that encampment is no longer a problem. So we can embark around it without worry. Let's... Fighter. Yeah, I think fighters are better suited to taking out... Well, obviously they're for taking out enemy planes, but I think they're also a little better suited for taking out land units. There's bombers are more for infrastructure damage. Yeah, look at that. Kablam! Yes. Okay. Pa-pa-pa. Now we can move you over here. Actually, I don't think Napoleon is gonna... Yeah, industrial modern era. I think he's kind of outside his element here. I love the little sound effect when you create or upgrade an army. Little trumpet fanfare there. It's cute. It's like every district possible in it already. I don't think we're going to be building any airports, aerodromes on this continent. Sorry, I had to let that one play because Beatrix Potter was a beloved author from my childhood. Specifically those, the animated adaptations of her stories. Alright, that guy had to run. Because we captured the city he was in, so... No good points of interest that guy can reach yet, so... How is that the first, like, +3 commercial hub I've ever gotten? Or +4, I think, actually. Ulm. That was where Einstein was born, I believe. Albert Einstein. Just pick up all the text, too. Doesn't really matter what... we have pretty much everything we need now. Upgrade these guys into jet fighters. Oh, these guys have already bombed their bombs, so... Pew pew! Let's see. This guy can make an army out of a land unit. I don't think I have any land units that aren't armies, and I think the unit he turns into an army can't also be a corps, or also can't be a corps, I should say. Kaboom! There's Berlin. If you're wondering why Berlin is not the capital of Germany, it's because Civ 6 Germany is based on kind of like the Holy Roman Empire, and Aachen was the capital during that period of German history. And, well, at least under Friedrich Barbarossa. Friedrich Barbarossa, the capital of his administration was in Aachen. And the other German leader, I actually don't remember his name. The other guy, he was from Bavaria, so his capital is in Munich. Ludwig, that's his name. I just remember him being kind of a weird choice for Germany, because he was actually against German unification, if I recall correctly. So to have him lead a united Germany is kind of odd. I think Bavaria in general kind of feels separate from, like, they consider themselves to be separate from the rest of Germany. Like, they still don't really identify that. I could be wrong. This is just stuff I've heard and impressions I've gotten from people who've talked about the topic. Yeah, not a lot they're able to do against me. So we pretty much have this in the bag. It's kind of a formality at this point. It'll still take some time because there's a lot of land to get through. There goes Ulm. Ulm of Albert Einstein. Nuremberg. Great, more of these guys. Industrial modern era. Yeah, I think you're kind of out of your element too, as well. Can I buy a military engineer? I can. Alright, I'm thinking I'll build an airfield to kind of keep our air units on once we need them farther away than the aircraft carriers can kind of reach. We're already kind of at episode length, but I am going to keep going because it's only now starting to get interesting. I think I can wrap up the war with Germany at least pretty quickly. Our units are fast and they're powerful, so they could probably get to all those cities quick enough. Jet fighters are also pretty useful at reconnaissance as well. So you can kind of deploy them like this and they'll reveal a huge area of the map. Bombers are a lot of fun, let me tell you. There's Heidelberg. Not to be confused with Heisenberg. This guy over here. Yeah, not to be confused with Heisenberg and its uncertainty principle. This is just hardly fair. It's not supposed to be, so it's fine. Yeah, we'll keep it. There's Nuremberg. Site of the infamous trials. Almost. This guy can, though. Yeah, like that. What these guys can do, though, is bombard this encampment. So can these guys. So then we can swoop into Auckland and liberate them. Yes! I've been a puppet for far too long. And look at all that land that they got freed with too as well. These bombers move on down to this airstrip. These bombers First, take down the walls of Hamburg. Or Hamburg, as it were. So this destroyer can actually do something and take it. I think that's all the city-states on the map. Loyal to me now. To us, as it were. Excuse me. Don't know why I deleted all my military policies, but okay. Let's see. Still want this. I think it was because we captured Alhambra, which gave us a free military policy slot, but then we gave it away to Auckland, because it was in Auckland, and like that just kind of reset all of our military policies. So let's get cheaper upgrades. Actually, I don't know how relevant that is. More experience for our units, that would be nice. And let's just do total war, yeah. Urban warfare, please. Thank you. Make an army out of that machine gun. If you can do it for free, why not, right? More air score, not like we need it. Yeah, Germany is not long for this world. And you get urban warfare too, please. You just mosey on up. Bomber. Let's upgrade these guys into jet bombers. That will not only make them stronger, but also increase their range. Move after attacking. Yes. You district defenses. You urban warfare. You kill. Ah. Yeah. I think it's a really hard time predicting how pathfinding is going to work out. Let's just pick up all these US government civics before we go back to doing future civics. That way we only have one option in the menu. Yes, yes, you can. All right. Yeah, we're kind of past the point of getting our crusade bonus, but we're also kind of past the point of it being necessary. We really only needed it for that one Mapuche war. Arnhem's got some pretty serious defenses. How about this guy? That gives us double diplomatic favor for being suzerain of city-states. Have all these guys repair their defenses just in case they get counterattacked. Ooh, an additional attack return. Yes, please. Okay, that'll give us vision over what's left of Germany. There are 3 cities left. There's Magdeburg. We'll keep it. Another +1 attack per turn. More jet bomber. Oh wow, didn't do quite as much as I expected. Then again, I did have artillery soften up Magdeburg first, so that's probably where the disparities comes from. Repair outer defenses. Let's bring these 2 down. Have them start raiding stuff like Netherlands. I don't think there's anyone with enough movement left to swoop in and take Brussels. So we'll have to wait till next turn. Oh, more oil. Excellent. Admiral. Wait, can he do it? Yes! Brussels, you are free! Free, just like Auckland. Now all that's left of Germany is Augsburg. And once we take that, I'm going to end the episode. Let's see. Can these jet bombers reach all the way down to... They can. Excellent. Nope. Yes. You. And... I don't think that guy can make it. These guys can head towards Netherlands. There's our first Dutch city, Arnhem. We're gonna go after them anyway, so might as well just keep on going. Yes. No, you can't reach anything, so you rebase to Nuremberg, I think. Oh wow, I can reach that. I can't move from all the way over there. Impressive. Where's Lisbon? It's right here. Okay. So we will have a fair amount of cities to get through before the game ends. Because the game will end once we take Lisbon. Alright. So the last turn of the video. Because... Nope, over here. So I'm going to take Augsburg. I'll take it with this guy so we get the experience. There we go. There's Germany. Let's try to see who, like, what turn we started the war. So, Aachen, I think this was like the turn after we started the war. So it was turn 198, I think, was the turn we started the war. And turn 206. So 8 turns is how long Germany lasted. Alright. I got caught up in all this. So, yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode. If you liked what you saw, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Doing all those things tells the magical YouTube algorithm guys that you like what I do and you want more people to see it. In the next episode, as you might expect, we're going to keep going through Netherlands, and then once they're done, we're just going to, again, keep on going, plow through Lisbon, and plow through Portugal, get to Lisbon. I think we can do that in all in one episode. Actually, no, we are going to do that all in one episode. I'm going to basically just keep going until we get to Lisbon, even if it's a bit longer. So, yeah, next episode will be the last episode of the Arabia's Test of Time series, and it'll also be the last one for the year. So, I hope you're looking forward to, I hope you all have a, good holidays and all that. But next year, I'm going to make kind of some changes to the format of these videos. I hope you'll see next year when the next video gets released, but I hope you'll enjoy it. But with all that out of the way, be good, stay safe, I'll see you all next time.